here from Living Pain Free. Just wanted to show you a couple movements that we do. Just really quick, easy 3 shoulder movements that we do to help relieve some shoulder issues. And the reason we pick these 3 is number 1's a great one for a beginner. What you can do is I'm literally sitting at my desk area, just sitting in my swivel chair. And this is something you can do at work, really simple. All I'm gonna do is sitting up nice and tight and tall, keep my head in a neutral position, take my arms and lift over my head, thumbs back, and reach up as high as I can and through. And then what I wanna think is I'm pulling my shoulder blades back through and together as I sit up nice and tall and squeeze my shoulder blades back together, push my thumbs back and through together. Take 5 deep breaths while I'm holding that position for anywhere from 12 to 15 seconds. Then bring it down and release. I can do that multiple times throughout the day. So it's a great and an easy beginner exercise, and not even necessarily a beginner, but just a great exercise because you can do that almost any time. 15 to 20 seconds. You know, if you want to hold a long one, it's 20 seconds, but I can do it anywhere, at work, at home, in between a break, if you have patience, if you have just a little bit break right after lunch break, before lunch break. So this is an exercise I can do 3-4 times a day. And you can go from there, but it gives so much great, just the overhead reach gives you so much neck and shoulder relief because we're in that forward position all day at our computer. Hey, Coach Rozy here, we're Living Pain Free. Our second exercise we really like and be able to show you is just our wall stretch. Another reason we like this one, similar to that overhead reach at our desk, is because it's just so simple and easy to do. Literally, if you have a wall in your office, in the whatever area it might be, a break room, it's just a really easy exercise that you can do. And what we're gonna look to do is I'm putting my hands up on the wall a little bit below my head. And what I wanna think is just almost like Superman flying. I'm gonna have my head even with my arms. So think I'm gonna cover my arms up, or my ears up with my arms, if you think of it that way. From that position, I'm literally just doing a hip hinge, pushing my hips back and letting my head drop through my shoulders and bringing my shoulder blades back together and through. So I'm getting a motion where if I thought I'd bring my shoulder blades back together, I'm holding a pencil in between my scapula. So when I'm down in this position, it's not just leaning forward, but letting my shoulders drop through and dropping my head down in through in that position. Again, I'm gonna hold that to 12 to 15 seconds. A little bit longer, and as we get a little bit more mobile and open up through those shoulders, we can go a little bit deeper. The key in all these exercise, gang, is to make sure I get my scapula to be able to move. A lot of times our scapula freezes up. If I don't get scapular mobility, if I'm lifting and raising my shoulders just through my shoulders and pulling through, but nothing's happening on my backside, I'm just really gonna get more work through my shoulders and make them fatigued, not opening up on the backside, helping strengthen, lengthen on the front side, and I'm still gonna have some issues and problems. So I wanna make sure on this wall stretch, I'm letting my shoulders relax and drop my body through on the wall stretch exercise. Hey there, Coach Rozy with Living Pain Free. Last one we're gonna show you is the weighted overhead extension. So I have a 5-pound dumbbell here. You can also take, if you go to a gym, a 5-pound weight. You might take a can of some type of vegetable, something you have at home. It doesn't have to be really heavy, but it just adds a little bit of resistance to what's going on. And all I'm doing is taking the resistance and think I'm gonna hip hinge back and be in this hip hinge position. And as I look to extend through, a lot of times what I'll see people do is they extend forward for a shoulder raise, more so it adds a lot of tension and pressure to that shoulder girdle and area. What we're looking to do is open up through the backside, add some resistance and strength, and then again, lengthen through our chest because we're sitting in front of a computer so much, our front side gets so tight. What we're gonna do is make sure we pull those shoulders back and be able to open. So what we're gonna look to do from this exercise is hip hinge back, keep my back flat as I push the weight through, just like with the wall exercise. I'm pushing through and pulling back and let my shoulders, my head drop through, and my shoulders pull back together. So on this one, I'm going to do anywhere from 8 up to 15 reps, depending on how it feels. So I'll be in this position and just push and reach through. Push down and reach through, going through those exercises. What you're gonna feel is those shoulder blades working back together, get strength built up. Also that front side, if it's tight, might be tough the first few days or first times you do these exercises. might be pretty tough because you're really trying to lengthen that up. So it might be a little bit tight, you might be a little bit sore the next day. Make sure you use a light resistance to start with. We can always build and add more. Start light and low reps, build up to more reps, then you can start adding a little bit more weight. But this is a great exercise. Thing you're probably gonna do is, this is a tougher one to do at the office, out with a lot of people. You're gonna have to probably do it at home or maybe at a gym setting, but a great exercise to be able to do to work that shoulder strength and mobility.